go to the engine here. These aren't the exact specs that an actual 71 Mustang would be, but yeah, they do have different performances for the 3 different packages. As you can see over here, I have 3 different engines. I have the daily driver, the race, and then the sport. So this engine here, it's a V flat plane V8. The block is magnesium. The bore on all of these engines is 3.543 and the stroke is 4.719. It's got a dual overhead cam with 5 things. It's ALCY, the cam materials, and no VVL. It's got a billet steel crank, an I-beam titanium conrod, and forged pistons. Forged pistons are the stronger pistons, not the, you'd think that the lower ones were, but forged are the strongest to hold up to the power that this engine's putting out. Bore and stroke again. I don't know what the quality does, but I just put it up to 15 every time. Next we have the compression. This one's compression is 12.6 to 1, and the cam profile 91, and no VVL. VVT on all cams. Quality up again. This one's naturally aspirated, no turbocharger. It's fuel injected. It's the direct injection. It's got a twin throttle. It's got a standard intake, regular fuel, 13.4 to 1 fuel mixture, 46 ignition timing, 6,000 RPM limit. It's got long tubular. I can show you guys here. It's got long tubular exhaust, or headers, sorry. It's got dual exhaust, bypass valves, high flow 3-way Cadillac converter, no first muffler, straight through second muffler. This engine, I can do a little test for you here. So, if you see over here, it'll be testing over here. So this engine makes 500 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 454 foot-pounds of torque at 5,100 RPM. This engine's reliability is surprisingly high with 101.2, and its performance index is 328.3. Okay, so now we can go to the trim, and it has a manual single clutch transmission with 5 gears. Its top speed is 241, spacing. It's got a geared limited slip differential. It's got medium compound road tires. The wheel diameter is 27.953 with 17-inch rims, 175 millimeter width of the tires for front and back. It's got magnesium. All of those parts are magnesium. The rims that are on it are these ones right here, I think. Yeah, these ones right here. It's got solid disc, discs for the brakes, and a 3-piston caliper with its pad type at 50, size 230 millimeters. The rear brakes is a drum with, again, pad type 50, size 350. So going over, we have no under tray, downforce up to 100, no active cooling or active wings. The wing angles at 50 front and rear. Cooling airflow, I have 1386.1 kilojoules. I think that's what that is. And 50.3 kilojoules for the brakes. I'm not sure. It's got 5 seats, standard interior, quality, I can put that up. Basic entertainment. It's got power steering, anti-lock braking system, traction control, electronic stability, and launch control. Put the quality up there. Safety, basic 2000s. And it's got active sport springs with semi-active dampeners, passive sway bars, and I think I have the comfort. Oh no, I didn't. I think I had the normal. Yeah, normal ride height 8.7 inches, or yeah, inches. Again, quality all the way up. Here's the overview. The drivability is 50.2, sportiness 29.5, comfort 54.2, whatever prestige is, safety 67.0, It weighs 2,983 pounds. Reliability 100.9. Utility economy is 16.92. And the total cost to buy this car is really high. It's 173,582. So yeah, probably won't be buying this car anytime soon. Do the test track here. It goes around the track. You probably can't see what it says, but it's a minute and 39 seconds. Okay, so now we can show you the sport package. I'll just reset itself here. Here's the sport package. It's a little bit more sporty looking, obviously. It's got the lip down here. Got the lip, same grill stuff. It's got a thing on the hood here, like a bump or something. It's got a little bit wider fenders. It's got a vent here, another vent up here. Got a nice little wing on it, and you get the dual exhaust. The normal one only had single exhaust on each side. It's got a lip on the back too, and some fancier wheels. Okay, going to the engine for this one. This one is more horsepower, obviously. It's just everything's the same here as the first one. Billet steel, I-beam titanium, forged again. Everything is pretty much the same here. 12.2 to 1 compression, 93 cam profile, VVT again. This one is also naturally aspirated. Everything is pretty much the same here. Yeah, it's got, instead of a twin here, it's got throttle per cylinder, and it's got performance on it. Again, regular, all this stuff is pretty much the same. Oh, the RPM limit is up to 7,500. Going over, we have long tubular exhaust again. Again with the dual, no valve, high flow through rate, straight through, then none again. That should be the other way around. Shouldn't be like that. Okay. And this one makes, a quick dyno here for this one. You can hear the engine going. It's like, this game is pretty neat. You can hear the engine and everything, and you get to tune the engine and everything. It's pretty cool. So this engine makes 666 horsepower at 7,500 RPM. So it's got a little bit more horsepower. I have the stuff written down here comparing the three models. It makes, where is it, 166 more horsepower than the other one. And it's got 523 foot-pounds torque, which is 69 more. Yes, you're probably giggling right now, but yeah, that's pretty much that. This one's $13,291 for the engine manufacturing. So we go to the trim here. It's got a manual single clutch 6-speed transmission. Its top speed is 295 kilometers an hour. It's got an electric limited slip differential. It's got sports compound tires, 245 millimeters, a little bit wider tires too, a little bit bigger rims too, some fancier rims here. I'll show you that. Fancier rims on it. And going over here, it's got vented disc 2-piston brakes on both front and back. It's got 100 race pad type and 300 millimeters, so it's a little bit bigger, a little bit better stopping power. Going over again, it's got a semi-clad under tray, it's 100 downforce, an active wing, no cooling flaps, and the wing angle is 30 on both, and airflow 1167.3 kilojoules. I still don't know how's that pronounced, and 166.8 on the brake. And again, it's got 4 seats, basic interior, basic entertainment, power steering, all of this stuff, power steering, advanced braking system, or anti-lock braking system, traction control, electric stability, and launch control. And it's got basic 2000 safety again. Over here we got active sport, semi-active, and passive. Active sport springs, semi-active dampeners, passive sway bars. And it's got the sport preset here. And ride height is 7.2 inches. And we'll go to the test track again. And this one goes around it in 1 minute 24 seconds. Goes around the track 1 minute 24 seconds. Top speed is 284 kilometers an hour. And its weight is 2,882 pounds. And this one would cost, go back here, $167,467. So that's quite a lot for this car. I don't think anybody will be buying anytime soon. Okay, so now we'll go to the big bad brother, I guess you could call it, the race version of this car. So you see, it's got the wide fenders to fit the widest tires possible. It's got vents in the hood with a nice scoop here. It's got another scoop over here. It's got a nice big wing on it too for some downforce. It's got wide exhaust. Make that a little bit bigger actually. There we go. Yeah, all in all, it looks pretty cool. It's got some rims that you'd expect to be on a racing car on it. So now we'll go to the engine. This is a big bad engine here. Again, all this stuff is the same, the boring engine type. Billet steel crank, I-beam titanium conrods, forged pistons, because again they are the strongest. And the compression is way lower at 7.7 to 1, 94 cam profile, VVT on all cams again. It's turbocharged, it's got a twin turbo with journal bearings. It's got air-to-air huge intercooler here. It's got custom, so the compressor is 2.9, turbine is 2.9. The AR ratio is 1.39. Max boost is 44.10 pounds or psi, so pounds per square inch. So that's a lot. And it's again fuel injected, direct injection. This one has a throttle pull cylinder and has the race intake. If you can see back in there, it's got a whole bunch of throttles there. And this is the intercooler and then the turbos. And it's 11.9 to 1 fuel mixture, 84 ignition timing, and 7,500 RPM limit. It's got short cast tires because that's all that fits with the turbo. It's got dual exhaust with no valve and nothing. No Cadillac converter, no first muffler, no second muffler. Because it's a race car, so it's going to be loud. So now we go here and we can do another little dyno here. Just let it go here and you can hear it and I'll tell you the horsepower and stuff because you probably can't read it. Okay, so this one has 1,413 horsepower. That is a lot. It's 747 more horsepower than the Sport Edition, which is almost, well, more than double. And it has 10,024 foot-pounds of torque at 7,000 RPM. And that is 501 more torque, foot-pounds of torque, than the Sport Edition, which had 523. And the boost down here is 19.1 psi at 6,900 RPM. So it's not quite the 40 that, or 44, whatever it was that I said, because the engine can only make so much at the limited RPM that it's at. And this engine costs $15,835 to build. And now we can go to the trim here. It's got a sequential double clutch 7-speed transmission. Its top speed is 364 or 62, sorry. It's got an electric limited slip yeah, differential. It's got semi-slicks because of course it's a race car, and big, wide, huge tires here. You can see how wide those are with 305 millimeters. It's got carbon fiber parts. It's got the racing wheels, which are these ones right here. You can see it right here. And it's got carbon ceramic 1-piston brakes with, of course, 100 because it's race, and really 160 millimeters, really small brakes. Again, on the back, carbon ceramic, one piston, race, and it's got 160 millimeters on the back too. Here it's got downforce 100, no cooling flaps, no active wing angle. Oh, that should be down actually. It should be at 0, just like that. And cooling airflow is 956.9 kilojoules and 136.7 kilojoules for the brakes. And it's got 2 seats, just basic, no infotainment or whatever. All this stuff: power steering, anti-lock braking system, traction control, electronic stability, and launch control. Basic 2000s safety again. It's got progressive springs, semi-active dampeners, active sway bars, and it's got, of course, it's got the race preset here with it lowered to 7.2 inches. And we can do the test here again. And it goes around the track in 1 minute 22 seconds. Its top speed is 362 kilometers an hour, and it weighs 3,329 pounds. And to buy this car, it would put you back $194,350, which is a lot. So thank you for watching my video, guys. I will be posting more automation games or videos, and subscribe down below for more videos on cars in general. See ya. Have a good one.